Hello, welcome to Unit 1, Lesson 3, Making Scaled Copies, the cool down answer key. So let's take a look at question 1, which says create a scale copy of A, B, C, D using a scale factor of 4. So that means I need to increase all of the side lengths by 4. Now, for the segment AB and AD, that's pretty easy, right? We can see AB has a length of 2 and AD has a length of 1. So to increase that, all I'm going to do is multiply that by 4. So 2 times 4 is 8. So I'm going to draw a line that is 8 units long. So if we start here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I want to end here. Remember, when you're in Notability, you can press and hold and it'll draw a straight line for you. Okay, for going down, I'm going to multiply by 4, which ends here. So I'm going to draw that line down. Now, for the other two line segments, it's a little bit more difficult. I need to look and see where C is in relation to everything else. So, the point C in relation to point D is down 1 and over 1, right? So it goes down 1 and then over 1. So that means I need to go down 4 and over 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So that is right there. Okay. From there, I can connect with a line. Again, on Notability, your lines will be a lot straighter because you can press and hold. And then for the last point from B to C, I can just go ahead and connect. So that is a scaled copy of the original ABCD figure. All right, let's take a look at question 2. So question 2 says triangle Z is a scaled copy of triangle M. So that means triangle M is the original figure. They want to know, they want you to select all of the values that could be the side lengths of triangle Z. So we don't know what triangle Z looks like. We just want to know, is it possible for these side lengths to work with triangle Z? So let's go ahead and take a look. So if we look here, when we're lining up the side lengths, the longest side will always correspond to the side length of 10. The middle side length will correspond to 7. And the shortest side length will correspond to 4. Now, in question A, it says we have a side length of 8, 11, and 14. Now, I know 4 times 2 is 8. So that means in order for this to be a scaled copy, the other 2 must also be multiplied by 2 as well. So 7 times 2 is 14. And 10 times 2 is 20. Now, like I mentioned, 7 should correspond to the middle length, which in this case is 11. But it doesn't. It corresponds to 14. And then 10 isn't even listed on there. 10 times 2 is 20. So there is no 20. So because of that, these cannot be scaled copies. So we would say no. All right, let's take a look at B. So B, again, 8 would correspond to 4, 14 would correspond to 7, and 20 would correspond to 10. Well, if you look at your previous work, we already showed that for the previous one. So let's just copy that down. 4 times 2 is 8, 7 times 2 is 14, and 10 times 2 is 20. So I can see that the appropriate sides correspond to each other. It has a scale factor of 2, so it does work out. So the answer in this case would be yes. All right, let's look at 6, 9, and 11. Now this one we're going to have to think a little bit harder, right? Because if we think about 6, 9, and 11, 4 does not easily go into 6. So we can't multiply a whole number by 4. But if we multiply 4 by 1.5, it does equal 6. So I'm going to repeat that for the others. So 7 times 1.5 is equal to 10.5. And 10 times 1.5 is equal to 15. So although it does work for the 4, it does not work for 7 and 10. So this would be no. Okay, and then finally, last one, 6, 10.5, and 15. Again, we already did that math above. So we have 4 times 1.5 is equal to 6. 7 times 1.5 is 10.5. And 10 times 1.5 is 15, which matches up with all those numbers. So this would be yes. Now, you may ask, well, how did I get 1.5? Well, I'm asking myself, let's change colors for a second because this isn't necessarily part of the cool down, but just kind of a little side note. 4 times what is equal to 6? And to figure that out, I'm going to do 6 divided by 4, which is 1.5. All right, that's it for Lesson 3's cool down. Thanks.